the intense heat, the fact that they have no idea where they're going. There's so much that is unknown. The wild animals, they have no protection. And it goes on for miles and miles and miles and miles. And for a human being to be able to say to me, here's some water, that would be, it really is Christ-like, if you ask me.
They fly over all of this. My name is Scott Warren, and I live in Ajo, Arizona, in the border region between the United States, Mexico, and the indigenous Tohono Nation. I'm facing 20 years in prison for providing humanitarian aid to migrants who cross through our desert. Humanitarian aid in the form of food, water, clean clothes, and beds.
The actions of Dr. Warren are actions that we teach children about in Sunday school, what it means to care and what it means to love other people.
The charges that Scott is facing are a clear move by the government to criminalize conduct that most good-hearted human beings consider normal, everyday activity. The government is essentially prosecuting people for showing kindness to strangers, for helping out someone in need.
We see migrants, refugees, and asylum seekers pushed into this most deadly corridor without a whole lot of other options, and crossing through the desert to try to return to their families or escape violence.
What Dr. Warren did is what we're all commanded to do, and it's what we do every single day. Every single day I care for people. I offer them help, assistance, compassion, whatever I can, and at no point in that do I ever ask about their immigration status.
So there have always been people that crossed the border region in this area, that people would hike through the desert, come into Ajo or go north of Ajo. And that's been something that people have experienced here for generations.
This is the government's case. Scott is at the barn. He allows the men to have food and water and allows them to use the bathroom. And now the government is charging Scott with harboring human beings.
This is something that people on the border do all the time. So living here in the borderlands as a border resident, it's very, very normal to be driving and encounter someone in need of life-saving assistance.
What I have to do is to remain conscious and do the right thing. And I don't want to have to be worried that that will cost me my freedom.
It's concerning to us because what we're seeing this moment is basically a criminalization of a fundamental part of what our faith traditions command us to do.
No reasonable person believes really anywhere that like the punishment for customs or immigration violation should be death by dehydration in the desert.
People in the border who live here still have to decide how to act, and increasingly we have to make those decisions under threat of prosecution.
A democratic society, our society, functions based on care and compassion for one another. And so, I mean, in a very real way, society can't function when care and compassion are being criminalized.
I just can't, I don't understand what's happening. And I'm betting on the American people to rise up and say, this is enough.